Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. So I have two more videos coming out today. One is going to be on some of the new images that we got. We got quite a bit. A lot of this isn't shown in any of the trailer footage, so that's why I'm talking about it. And two, I want to talk more about the Reapers, because the Reapers are a pretty interesting group that I thought was just like this one and done thing in episode 17, and maybe potentially we can learn more about them in spin-off episodes or something like that. But from what the producers are saying, it seems like they may actually play a role more so in the next arc, which I find a little interesting. So I want to talk about that more in depth. So yeah, before we go any further, just please be aware that this will contain spoilers for episode 17. And kind of for episode 18 in terms of just the information that we already know that they already released. And if you are new here, make sure to be a subscriber if you do want more Walking Dead content like this. Episode 18 is coming in 5 days from now. I think we're getting the episode 18 on AMC Plus on Friday. I haven't seen any announcements for it. I know a lot of people are asking me about that, but I have no idea at all. It could be coming on Friday. Like usually they do release it Friday, so I'm expecting it then. But obviously, I guess you just follow AMC on Twitter or something like that. They should release it then. And just check Friday, right? Like it might be there. So I don't know. I don't know what they're planning to do with that, but I'm pretty sure they usually release it Fridays. I'm guessing, yeah, I don't know when it's coming out though. I'm just thinking Friday. Now we have this first shot here, which I'm going to go through very fast because I already talked about this in a previous video, but this is Daryl and Carol. This is set back in the flashback. Daryl's been out here for quite a while. Yeah, we know he spent some time out here because he's looking for Rick. And also I think he feels very separated and distant from everyone else. The loss of Rick definitely affected him a lot. So yeah, I hope we learn more about how much it did and just like what exactly happened to Daryl because of that, right? Like all we really know is that he was pretty depressed about it and he just looked around, searched for him and kind of thing. But I want to know more specifically what happened. I guess just see certain scenes of him breaking down, right? We have this shot here of Daryl, which is kind of the same thing. He's here just looking out for Rick, just looking at the river and just being like, where did you go? Why doesn't this make any sense, right? Like the bridge blew up. Even if you weren't like all whole, there would still be something somewhere because the dynamite was pretty far away. He should have been able to find you somewhere, and he wasn't anywhere. And I think that's the hard thing about it too, right? Like he's hoping to find Rick, but he's also not hoping to find him, right? Like it's such a weird thing because he wants to find him to put closure and just to be like, I have you, Rick. But if he finds him, he's going to see Rick dead and just the stuff that goes with that. But if he doesn't find him, he doesn't get that closure. But then again, maybe he did survive, right? And then we get this shot of Daryl, and this is him just either under the bridge where the bridge exploded and he's just kind of setting up camp there for the night, or he's in some other location and at another camp and there's just like a storm, or it's something like that. Maybe he got really close to finding Rick and then some kind of big, like the currents got really strong and then it just wiped out some sort of like any progress he got towards that or something, right? We have this shot of Daryl, and again, this is set during the flashback, and this zombie here, I wonder if this is going to be Daryl, like in this scene here, Daryl sees this body here, and the shirt color is beige like Rick's was, right? And so I wonder if from far away he looks at it and he thinks it's Rick. And so he walks up to it, but it's not. He sees that it's like just someone else. And so then he stomps on it. Like if we're going to get a scene like that. There's then this shot here of Daryl and Carol, and this is earlier in the episode. And this is just them talking about what do they do next? Is Alexandria gone? Carol thinks so. Daryl doesn't. And then they're also talking about how to fillet a fish. And besides that, that's pretty much it. Another shot here of Daryl. I believe this happens before they sit down and talk. I think he's actually looking at Carol hunting a fish, and yeah, I think she catches one, so I'm pretty sure this is from that scene. We then get another angle here of them talking about filleting the fish, this and that, and then there's this shot of Carol, and this is when they first get to the cabin. This is going to happen after all of that, obviously, right? And we know just because of the trailer that Carol is going to be inside the cabin and actually rips open the floor and finds something, so I don't know if she stored something in there or if there was something in there that the dog was smelling or something, or maybe she just saw like part of the floor was broken and so she thought, okay, someone must have put something in there. She opens it and then finds something. I wonder if it's something related to Leah, if it's something like a letter. Maybe the letter is connected to the episode, right? Titled Find Me. Never know. We then have this shot, which is in the opening, or not opening minutes, but it is in that scene that we got. This is Daryl arriving to the cabin for the first time, and that's where Leah sees him and then just like raises her gun towards him. There's then this shot here of Daryl, and this is nothing really special, but it does look cool. And that's the thing with all these images here, like they look absolutely amazing. The episode looks really good, and it's weird that Daryl looks different. Like Daryl hasn't really aged too much, if you think about it, right? Throughout the series, he has a bit more gray in his beard, but he hasn't aged too much, I would say, compared to like Rick or all the other characters, right? Like he's, for the most part, stayed the same, besides his hair growing longer. And weirdly, his hair, to me, it was always blonde in season 1, and now it's like dark. But I guess it's just because his hair was a lot shorter, so you couldn't really tell. But in my head, I always picture him blonde in season 1, and then he just like dyed it later on, which I know makes no sense. But I just think it's kind of cool that, I guess how you do that is Daryl's outfit, right? Daryl's outfit here is a lot closer to what he was wearing in those 5 episodes in season 9. It might be the exact outfit he was wearing, actually, because he was wearing his vest with a shirt like that. And now I guess he still wears stuff like that, just not as much. Like the vest is different. He does wear that like black poncho thing that's like I don't even know what that is. It's some type of like robe thing that he wears. It's really weird. Well, actually, I guess it's in this image right here. It's just some type of jacket, but I don't even really know what it is, because it's like, it's shorter, and I'm guessing Daryl just made that, right? But this is Daryl arriving to the cabin. This is similar to the Carol shot, but Daryl gets here first, sees it, and yeah, they're gonna end up going inside. We have this shot here of Leah with her shotgun out, and I actually don't think this could be her like holding it up to Daryl, but I don't really think so. I think this could be her maybe hunting something, because there's another shot here, and I'll just go up to it. It's this one right here of Daryl, and he's sitting at a camp with Leah here. And so I'm not exactly sure of the context here, but if I'm to make any predictions here, I think Daryl, like in the opening minutes there, not opening minutes, but in the opening scenes where Leah and Daryl first meet, I think Daryl's going to escape somehow. Then I guess set up camp somewhere here, and then I think Leah goes looking for him. Either that or Daryl's helping her out here do something, but I don't know, just by his look here at her, I don't think he was expecting her, right? I think he was sitting here, and then she just like showed up here, and he just looks like that, because then you have him standing up right here. And so I'm thinking this is from the same scene afterwards. He just like gets up, because obviously Daryl's not someone who's just going to look over and just sit there. He's going to stand up, right? He's a little more defensive than that. So, and then yeah, we have this shot here of Daryl, which is a really cool shot. This is him. It looks like in his actual camp that we saw in season 9. Like, you know, when they did the 6-year time jump, I think it was in Stradivarius, whatever that episode was. I'm pretty sure this is Daryl's camp. Maybe we see when he first sets it up. And then, yeah, this final shot here, we have Daryl and then Carol. This is a part of the flashback too, because of Carol's outfit here. This is what she used to wear a lot. And it's sad because Henry's alive here. The kingdom's doing really well. You know, they didn't have to abandon it. Everything was going so good here. And then the Whisperers came and just messed everything up. But yeah, I'll leave it here. Overall, you know, I'm really looking forward to this episode, because I want to spend some alone time with Daryl. I know we get Daryl a lot on the show, but we don't spend a lot of alone time with the character. I just want to, you know, I think for those character developing moments, it's important to do that with big characters like Daryl. And I would say we haven't really got much of that, right? Because throughout the series, he's just always kind of been the wingman, right? And then in season 9, there was like that little part there, I think in the premiere, where he mentioned Merle. And that was exciting. It was like, oh, he's talking about stuff from his past. It's kind of cool. He's opening up a little bit. We get to learn more about this character. And then it kind of went away. And I'm not saying that like Angela Kang is not doing it right, because obviously you can't keep doing that all the time. If you got these characters to talk about the past all the time, then it would just get really annoying, and you couldn't, you know, doing it right now is perfect because we haven't done it in a while and there's a lot of interest here. And so now you do it, and then it builds the character a lot more. And then going forward, you go back to telling new stories and stuff. And yeah, that's character development, right? But post all your thoughts down below. Hope you guys all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.